Hello and welcome. So last night was NXT and the Mae Young Classic. But first, the channel is getting a change. I've literally just gone ahead and I've deleted Impact. I've deleted both Six Companies USA and the UK one. They're gone. The only stuff that's left is LPW and WWF 1994, sorry. They're the only series what are currently going on which are staying around. There is going to be 4 series on the channel. No arguments, there's going to be 4. The new series is set and recorded. There's going to be 2 episodes coming out, hopefully on probably Sunday, if I can get it done a little bit done today and a little bit done tomorrow. But that's all going to be happening over the next few days. So over the next weekend, you might only get 2 episodes of the local, the global, and of WWF. That is all I'm saying. I haven't properly decided what's going on there at the moment. But anyway. Also, it's not going to be daily vlogs. It's going to be kind of every other day. Some days I might do a quick little, this is what we're doing today. Saturday, you'll get a look into our travellings and stuff. And I've got a few clips of that ready for you guys. So you'll get that as well. So that'll be coming out. I'm hopefully going to bring it out every week to probably every 2 weeks, so when I've got a bit of a longer video. So it might be 2 weeks of our live, because I don't do a lot in the week. I just do YouTube and stuff. So you'll get to witness what happens in the day in the life of me and Gemma. So when we go out, you'll get to see that. And if we, I'm going to record it all off my phone like I do with this, because I ain't got anything better to record off. And this is my fiance's bedroom from when she lived at home. So, yeah. You ready? Let's go on with them. So, the opening match is Cash Sono versus Keanu Reeves. I'm not going to be... I've realised I'm writing out too many notes and I'm doing a blow-by-blow account of the match. And instead of enjoying the match, I'm doing a blow-by-blow account and then just... So, we're just going to do some... that's going to change as we get into the Mae Young Classic. So, there's lock-ups into the corner after, move to the head. Really, really hard punches. Some really nice moves. Quite a few, like Neville's. The rolling elbow gets 1, 2, 3. Cash Ono wins. It's a 2-star match. It wasn't long enough, as per usual. And it was kind of a squash match for Ono. Ono gets on the mic saying, when he come back, the buzz around him was great. Then the buzz died down. And he's trying to work out why. And he went, this is why. Because there's always something new in the company. Let me just make sure I see myself. There's always something new in this company, and he says that anything new coming in this company, I'm always going to be, there to put you at the back of the line. Height for tonight, then we see Pete Dunne and I think that's what we see, I don't know. But anyway, we see an argument later on. I'm not sure what that is. Next up is the... Yeah, it is Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne and that... We see a clip of Pete Dunne and that from last week. I don't know if it's then or later on, but we do see a clip of Pete Dunne and that argument. I think that's later on in the night. But next up is the Forgotten Sons. Oh no, that is Connor's Cure again. Yeah, that's what it was. Connor's Cure is on this show. Talking about that again. We'll get into that with the Mae Young Classic because it's not mentioned. The Forgotten Guns, Mike Cutler and Wesley Blake with Jason somebody. Taking on the Street Posts, which is Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. There's quite a few good bits in this. There's DDTs. There's a lot of high-flying stuff for the I were thinking that the Forgotten Sons weren't going to win this match, and the Street Profits were going to win. It was a they were very on top all the time, and then all of a sudden these 2 masked men come out. The all masked one, which turns out to be Shane Thorne, so as makes sense of, the other one's got to be Nick Miller. I do know that tag team. So 1, 2, 3, Forgotten Sons win a 4-star match. It was an amazing tag team match. It was a very good match. This entire edition of NXT beats anything we've seen on WWE this week, except for 205 Live, because that was also very good. We're in Regal's office, and I think they're called the Heavy Hitters. He basically goes, yeah, I'm the one who broke the toilet. When I have something, my bells go, and I start shaking, and it breaks. On the toilet, then they go, they've obviously given Regal video, and they say the only, the only other thing you haven't seen what was on that video is that Ciampa was hiding in the bushes. So, there you go. That's what it was. Connor's Cure is on this show, talking about that again. We'll get into that with the Mae Young Classic because it's not mentioned. The Forgotten Guns, Mike Cutler and Wesley Blake with Jason somebody. That would become, that's now hinting the thing at me, but then there's later stuff later on. Yep, so there you go. This is the bit. Pete Dunne and Ricochet arguing about the match, saying that it was their fault. You know, he's like, you know, and then he's like, well, you've only been here a few seconds. I've had this type of thing. So in 2 weeks' time, it's champion versus champion, title versus title in 2 weeks on NXT. I'm not sure what they're doing with that. Corey Shane is live next. Then there's a Raw Radio type video saying they're going to go after the tag belts of. Yes, is right around. Then Corey Shane versus Trish, and Corey Shane looks beautiful, to be honest. There's some really nice stuff, but it's a very quick match, and it's obvious who's going to win. Corey Shane wins 2 stars. Corey Shane is the winner, 1, 2, 3 with the insane elbow. Then Blazer comes out, goes, you know, oh, you know, you're not going to be very good. A pirate, all your dreams are going to be ended. Then there's a massive brawl with them two, and you know, Blazer's on top, and then of course Corey Shane gets on top, and throws her out the ring. They go to the Ciampa's in the back. He addresses saying, "Why you haven't seen me? Because there's no number one contender." He says that he's the main event, he's the best in the world, and he starts doing a Bray Wyatt sort of thing: follow the beard, follow, you know, the Ciampa, and he says, "Once there's a new number one contender, I'll be back." In a way. Mae Young hype, we'll get to that later. Rhea's office again. He's now got Lars Sullivan in his office. And then, you know, he goes, well, why were you going there? And he goes, I was going to see Thingy. But the only thing I saw is I heard him scream, and then I got there, I saw you running towards him, and we saw the Undisputed Era again and the car speeding off. This is again very interesting. Next up is the main event, and all I'm going to say is this is going to be a very short review because, to be honest, there's one thing to say here. Go and watch the main event. I'm not even going to run through this because this is 2 and a bit pages of stuff I've written about the main event. The main event got 5 stars. This was an awesome match. Go and watch Velveteen Dream versus Johnny Gargano. Velveteen Dream wins, but go and watch how it works out. Johnny Gargano's upset. He's sat on the apron as the fans chant Johnny Failure and Johnny Wrestling. He goes towards the announce desk and leaves behind the curtain. So the entire show gets 4.5 stars. It was an awesome stuff. Main event. If you want to watch anything on NXT this week, go and watch the main event. I'm not even going to read through all my notes for it. Because there's a waste of time. Go and watch it. Next up, Mae Young Classic. 4.5 stars. Female wrestler night of NXT will be Kairi Sane. Male wrestler night of Velveteen Dream. Moment of the night. There ain't one, really. There wasn't a moment of the night for me to stand out. Match of the night, Johnny Gargano versus Velveteen Dream. So yeah, brilliant. And we're still nowhere near finding out who attacked Aleister Black. So Mae Young Classic. Recap of last year's and then showing you what's going on this year. There's some names I know, some names I don't know, so I'm quite interested. And interestingly, you've got Michael Cole, Beth Phoenix and Renee Young on commentary. And our first match of the night is Tegan Fox, formerly known as Bea Priestley, versus Xanta. And I'm sorry if it's just gone dark in here, the sun's gone behind clouds. Can't do anything about that. So yeah, there's a package about the wrestlers. There's a handshake at the beginning. There's, you know, armbars, Zeta's, you know, Zeta's on top, and then it's thing. I mean, for me, this match I will give this match 4 stars. It was a great match, but I knew going into this that Tegan Fox was going to come out. Bea Priestley was coming out as the winner. So yeah, Tegan Fox, you know, another good match. Go and watch it. The next match, that's the main event page. Like this will be shedded when I'm done. Moon and Bliss at ringside, and it's Rhona Ripley and MJ Jenkins. Video about them too. This match was very boring. I've only given this match a 1.5 stars. It was a match. It was interesting to but it was no good. It was sending me to sleep. That is how bad I was actually falling asleep watching this match. To me, it wasn't a match I was interested in, and there's a. Next up is Lacey Lane versus Vanessa. Once again, a video showing these wrestlers. Lacey Lane wins 1-2-3 with a 1-2-3 after the crucifix powerbomb to Thingy. This is a David versus Goliath match, and David wins. in the sense of the two women. Lacey Lane was a lot smaller. You want to go and watch it. It's quite an interesting match. I've actually given this one, I'm actually going to give this one 4 stars. There's another good, interesting match. Next up was the main event, which absolutely was freaking amazing. It only was about 10 minutes long. That's the only time they had for it. And it was Killer Kelly versus Miko Suraitu. There's also an interview with Natty Neidhart. And then there's, I think it's Ty Dillinger and Tajiri ringside. And then there's a hype video telling you about this. It was basically a New Japan Progress Wrestling cross strong style match. That is what it was. Miko Suraitu wins by the Death Valley Driver, 1, 2, 3. Another awesome match. Women of the night is going to Miko Suzuka and Killer Kelly. I'm going to give them both it. Match of the night, the main event again. And moment of the night has to go to Bea Priestley and her Shining Wizard. I'm going to have to go to her. Overall, both shows 4.5 stars. Only one match what I didn't enjoy on both shows. It's a short review today instead of 25-30 minutes. So yeah, what's happening with the channel? Let's get into that, shall we? Now I've done the reviews. Basically, as I said, I've cancelled all TW series. There's going to be a new series for Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling is staying, but it's not going to be in 2018. It's going to be in 1987. So you can look out for that. It's coming soon. But when I release that, I'll be releasing both episodes together. So episode 1 and 2 will be released. Episode 1 will probably be released in the morning. Episode 2 released in the evening. We are keeping alive WWF 1994, which is now 1985 nearly. And we're going to be keeping My Local to Global series. They're the only series what are staying from the original. There's going to be 4 series. And those 3 series, and there's going to be a new series, which I'm not giving any information on because I really want to do it. So that's going to be coming out soon, sooner than later. We're going to be doing weekly vlogs. There's going to be more wrestling reviews. So I'm always going to do Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Mae Young Classic, World of Sport until it finishes, and Impact. I'm also going to do something called a random review. Now, I don't know how often the random review will happen, depending on what I'm watching. If it's CZW, I'll review CZW. If I'm watching some other show. If I go out to see Fallen Star and Holt again, if they come back this year or sometime, there will be a random review. Those random reviews are wrestling companies you might not have heard of, or may have heard of, and I'll review their show for you guys. Because certain little companies out there are going to do good stuff, a bit like how I did All In. So sometimes you might get AAW reviewed, or Shikara show if I watch one reviewed, or definitely we're going to be doing CZW once a month. When CZW do their shows, I'll watch CZW, so I know there's not many of them online, so I'll be doing that as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching, and whenever you're watching this, thank you for watching. And no matter where you are, I'm always here with you, whether it be a wrestling review or TWE. Thank you for watching, guys.